Well, ahead of this huge Sunday night football clash this weekend, live and exclusive on talkSPORT here in the UK, as the Chargers take on the Bengals. I'm delighted to say that joining us, a breakout star of the last few weeks for this vaunted Chargers defense. And I'm going to really try to not absolutely massacre this. It's Tuli Tuipulotu. Yeah, have I got that? Tuipulotu. I got it wrong, nearly.
Yeah, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. It's Tuipulotu.
Tuipulotu, perfect. Tuli, thank you so much for taking the time out to join us. Really, really appreciate it,
Yeah.
man.
Thank you for having me.
So look, coming in second round pick last year, playing on a defense with some superstar pass rushers, but 5.5 sacks over the last 3 games. What do you attribute this recent breakout for you and this defense?
Just being, I say, just being more locked into the details. Not only on the field but off the field. I feel like it made me build confidence in myself, knowing that I was taking care of things on the field and off the field, and yeah, I just hoping to keep stacking those days and stacking these games and keep going.
Did you feel like this was coming? Did you feel like you just needed the opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I had a whole bunch of opportunities in the beginning of the season. I just felt like I just had to figure it out. I felt like early in the season wasn't I didn't play too well, and I don't know. I just felt like I'm finally getting comfortable and started feeling and understanding like what I need to do.
Let me ask you. I mentioned being on a defense with I'd say two of the best pass rushers of the past decade in Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack. How much? Well, what's it like being a teammate of those guys and getting to learn from them day in day out?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I'm blessed to be a part of this room and being drafted into this room because Khalil, Joey, and even Bud, man, like they've helped me so much, and we built a strong relationship. I feel like throughout these 2 years, and yeah, it's an honor to be with them and play for them, and I just hope to be a good player for those guys that's above me.
What do you think is for you the biggest lesson that you've learned in that year and a half since coming into the league?
Yeah, I felt like the biggest thing was um, something that Khalil kind of told the whole defense. He told us a story about how when he was a rookie that there were vets on his team that needed him, and I felt like I'm that young dude on the team that the vets need. Like I feel like I need to do good for them because they've been in the league so much. Like they deserve to win. They deserve to go to the playoffs. They deserve to go to the Super Bowl and stuff like that. So I'm trying to play for them. Like yeah.
No, absolutely love that. Let me ask you how much the culture has changed there then this season, going from your rookie year to year two, and particularly with Jim Harbaugh coming in, it feels like a whole new impetus around this organization.
Yeah, I think the culture's a lot different, and it's good. I know. I mean, not trying to bash on last year's culture, but I feel like our culture this year is very strong, and I feel like we built a foundation for our culture where right now we're kind of just building off what we had in the beginning from like OTAs and training camps. So I feel like Coach Harbaugh did a great job of building this culture and knowing what he needed from us to become this good team that we are right now. And we're just going to keep building this culture and keep getting better.
Look, we love him in the media. We love his honesty. He's good fun. But what's his vibe like in the locker room? What's he brought to you guys day in day out?
I think like what you said, he's like honest. Like he's and it's I wouldn't even say it's like brutally honest. I feel like honest is honest, and I feel like we need that. We need that type of coaching, and we need that type of coach who tell us what he needs from us to keep being a factor for this team. So he's doing a great job.
Quentin Johnson told a story yesterday about him jumping in a cold tub in his full khakis. Considering like the energy he's got, is he that kind of unpredictable guy as well? Is there a bit of like spark where you're not quite sure what's coming any day?
100%. I actually remember that because I was literally in a cold tub with him. So it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, but man, yeah, very
I mean, what's
unpredictable.
what's a moment like that for you? You're a second year guy. You're still getting your feet under you, and suddenly this national championship, NFC championship, potential Super Bowl head coach suddenly is jumping in alongside you fully clothed.
I mean, it's just funny, man. I just feel like I feel like he doesn't feel like he's the head coach. He doesn't feel like he above us. He feels like he's with us and with us and like a part of this team. Like I don't know, deeper than just being the head coach. You know, I feel like he's actually has a connection with us and yeah, we're comfortable with him and yeah.
I think that's really interesting. I think as a guy who's had real success in college, that sounds like something you see with college coaches, right? Because these guys, you have to go out and you have to not just kind of but fully like recruit guys and bring them in and take young men who are 17, 18 years old and bring them through the most important parts of their life. So maybe that's why, but that feels like that's what he brings to a unit more than anything else to me.
Yeah, for sure.
What about? I've got to ask you about Jesse Minter because coach said in the last couple of days that you had to enjoy him whilst you had him. He's getting a lot of buzz around the league right now. What's Jesse Minter brought to your game?
Man, I feel like like going back to what I said, the details of this defense, I feel like it's really helping us exceed and play at the level that we are playing. I feel like our preparation is very good. I feel like um, I'm not too sure. But this is my second year. I've never been a part of other teams, but like we really meet as a defense a lot, like as a whole, and we try to understand what everybody has and basically just understand each other's jobs so that we can understand how we can do our jobs depending on what other positions are doing. So I feel like he's doing a great job of just preparing us.
It's really interesting you say that because when I watch you guys on film, I think what really stands out to me is those fundamentals being absolutely bang on. Like it might not be the flashy kind of throwing all sorts of different sims at you and all these fancy looks that you see with some defenses around the NFL, but it feels like the foundations and the fundamentals are just like I trust that you guys are going to make the right decisions on each play. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like I said, that's just our preparation. I mean, if we make mistakes in practice field, we taking it to the film room and correcting it, and coming out the next day and correcting it on the field also. So I feel like we prepare and we rely on the week of practice to prepare us for the game. Like heavily rely on practices.
I mentioned the superstars on the defensive side of the ball, but you can't not talk Chargers without talking about the man who this week has been dubbed Beast Herbert, half beast, half man. Is that what you see from Justin when you see him day and out in the facility?
Yeah, for sure. Being with Herbert every day and just getting to know him, he's not like a cocky dude. He's not over the top. He's very humble. He's very quiet. He's very kind. You know, and it's just good to see because like once he gets on the field, he's like a whole different person, whole different mentality, and it's great to see from not only the offense for the offense, but for the defense also. Just seeing that he's leading out there and giving us momentum.
Like the rest of you, he looks like he's enjoying his football more as well.
For sure.
What about this weekend then? The Cincinnati Bengals. You've got on the other side a guy that often you can't help but draw comparisons between these guys since they've come into the league in Joe Burrow. So, what have you guys seen on film from guys having like an MVP level season, and what have you seen from this offense that you like the look of going into this weekend?
Yeah, I think we're very excited for the opportunity. They got a lot of superstars on their team, and we're looking forward to compete. I know that's kind of what the defense. That's just what the team we are. Like we just love to compete, and we're excited for every opportunity every single week. And yeah, we're excited. Joe Burrow's a great quarterback. He obviously has weapons on the outside with Jamar, and we just yeah, like I said, we're just excited. Go out there and just play.
I wonder for you. You talked about wanting to do this for the vets. You talked about wanting to, get to the playoffs, get to a Super Bowl for those guys in the room you felt had really earned it. Do you feel like there is that level of ceiling to this team? Do you think that is something you can go and achieve?
100%. I feel like if we keep playing like what we like how we playing right now, but obviously build on top of it, I think we go all the way for sure.
With that in mind, what's it like sharing a division with the back-to-back Super Bowl champions who are undefeated right now and having to always know that that's coming up twice on your schedule, a Chiefs team that have been so dominant this year?
Yeah, I mean, um, we know who we have to beat to get to that Super Bowl. So yeah, they're a great team, well coached. They play great together, and yeah, so that's the team that to beat. You know, they back to back, and they got a lot. Yeah, we just come in and try to win that game for sure.
Do you relish the idea of facing Pat Mahomes, etc., twice a year?
100%, 100%. I feel like there's a big rivalry there for this team, and um, yeah, you talk to the guys that's been here for a while, all the guys that's on the Chargers that's been here for a while. Um, it's always been we need to beat Kansas City. That like that's the team that we need to beat. So yeah.
I mean, that's still a few weeks off. You've still got the Bengals first, Ravens, Falcons. It's a hell of a run you guys have got coming up. So look, we appreciate you taking the time to join with us. We know you've got plenty more preparation for this weekend. So best of luck for Sunday, and hopefully we're having conversations again in January when you guys are a playoff team.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.